Hello, everybody. I'm your host, SageOfZed, and this is the Crypto Outpost. Hope you like the music. Let's pick that up today. I like that. I'm going to use it for the Midnight Outpost broadcast on Fridays and Saturday nights at midnight Eastern Time. Same place. Today, we're going to go over some really cool stuff. I got some really cool NFT stuff to show you guys. Actually, let me do this. Cool happening over here today. One second. Discord. This is what we're listening to right now. It's actually Dark Cyberpunk. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the stream. This is the Crypto Outpost. What we're gonna do here, if you're new, is we are going over cryptocurrencies, NFTs, NFT gaming. If you're new to this whole thing, then that's okay. If you're a noob, if you know about NFTs and you know about crypto, but you're just interested and you want to see how NFT projects work, then you're in the right place. I'm going to help my audience understand NFTs, NFT gaming, the utility behind NFTs and NFT gaming. And we're going to look into a couple different projects that are going on right now, some that I'm excited about. So sit down, get a drink, relax, enjoy. And if you have any questions, go to gamersoutpost.com. You can support the stream there. And I'll try to get to the chat as often as I can, answer any questions that you might have. If you do have questions, however, and you want to get into our, if you do have questions and you want to get into, hold on a minute, I'm going to pause that. If you do have questions and you want to get into our Discord, that's really easy to do. You just go to gamersoutpost.io and it will put you in our Discord. I can actually just have someone that just dropped in there right now. So go ahead and when you drop in there, wave at us so that I can assign you roles. Everybody that comes into our Discord, I manually, or we have a moderator, 2 moderators in there that'll manually update your roles. Everything will be automated, but right now, as small as we are, and just getting the word out about crypto at the Gamers Outpost, people are slowly trickling in from different NFT projects that are interested in NFT gaming. We also have gamers that are coming in and interested in becoming a crypto noob and finding out more about NFTs, crypto, how to get involved in NFT games. Most of these communities that are in NFT gaming, these are day zero communities, which means that as the development happens in the game or the metaverse that they are creating, it's a day one, day zero type situation where your audience is there early, really early on in the development process. And this is something that hasn't really been a thing in gaming until crowdfunding started with the Kickstarter projects, Y Combinator, GoFundMe projects to get any kind of project really off the ground, but NFT projects have been built by those who either buy in, ape in, as it said, to those projects, and they support those projects. So intrinsically, you're making your project in a collaboration effort with those people who are stakeholders in your project. And no different than say creating any small corporation or even an LLC if you're looking for initial partners to come in and help you get your business off the ground. In a similar way, that's what NFTs are doing to small business communities. To sell the product, you have to have an audience that is interested in your product and then willing to invest in your product. And part of that investment sometimes is where the value proposition is the utility of ownership, which means if you own something and it's a stake holding share, let's say, of a company, then you have governance rights, you have voting rights within that organization, and you can put your ideas forward, and someone at the decision-making level will hear your voice as an individual in a very large machine, most likely. And most NFT projects, now, don't get me wrong, most NFT projects are small. I'm going to show you a project today that is a not small project and something that I'm excited about, and more than excited about being our episode 1 of of Crypto Outpost. So sorry, my phone just rang. People love to call me when they know I'm broadcasting because they seem like they feel like they're more important than I am. So anyway, um, welcome to the broadcast. If you're new, everybody should be new considering this is the first broadcast of Crypto Outpost. We also have another crypto show that is going to be on Sunday afternoons. It is called Crypto Sages, Noobs, and NFTs. And that show is also going to be hosted by myself, but it is going to be kind of a laid back show talking about NFTs in gaming specifically. So, Crypto Outpost, we're going to be talking about NFT games, but specifically for the foreseeable future, we are going to be focused on one game that is not necessarily an NFT game, but is changing the scope of gaming altogether by incorporating an NFT blockchain and ownership of personal assets in the game that can be tradable or transferable on blockchain, which means some of the things you build or earn in the game will be able to be transferable to cryptocurrencies or crypto tokens, to be better stated. So let's get into this, right? Um, what I'm showing you is called Midnight Society. And Midnight Society is a AAA game. This is a video game that is going to be from Dr. Disrespect and his new studio. So I'm not going to focus on Doc on this stream or on the on Twitch or on YouTube. Okay, guys, what I'm focusing on is a project that he's involved in. He is a co-founder of the studio, just so you know, and the team that he has put together, him and Robert Bowling, aka 402, who he will be called from now on. And I'm going to use their variant names from now on, just like Doc's variant name is his name. The name, right? Okay, so if you go to midnightsociety.com, and I encourage you to do that, you will see this splash page. And without going into what the what the Midnight Society is all about, because I'd rather you experience it for yourself. I can tell you a story or introduce you to my experience for the last 4 months of my life. So this started 4 months ago in Discord, and if you see here at Midnight Society, Discord has been a big part of the initial process of both developing this game and developing a community around the game and developing a day zero community, which is something that the video game world has never seen, but something that I, as a gamer, a lifelong gamer, and a gamer more than anything, internally, I am. Video games are part of me. It's something that I'm not just addicted to video games. It's my entertainment. It's the art. It's the effort behind large teams of people that put a very complex thing together that that we as humans can interact with. We can be entertained by. We can laugh and cry and have all the emotions that you could have in real life with the stories and with the experiences that you can have in video games. And as someone who is a disabled veteran, um, having served in the military and retired now and being in combat, um, I like to escape from reality uh, often, and it helps with PTSD. It helps with coping and dealing with all of those stressors of real life. And sometimes you just want to jump into a video game and do the impossible, um, or just kick ass. I mean, there's that too. So, or feel like a hero, or feel like a badass, and so that's really what gets you into video games. Now, back when video games started, the simulation didn't feel that real. You knew what you were doing. You knew you were in a video game, but you didn't feel as though you were in the video game. Times have changed. It is 2022. Where is my video game, like, AKA Player One, or a movie called what was it, The Gamer? I think it was with Gerard Butler, if I'm right. Hope I'm right. I think that's his name, the actor. But you guys, the gamers, know what I'm talking about. And so, in this broadcast, Crypto Outpost was, it's for gamers by gamers. So you're in the right spot. If you're a gamer and you don't know about NFTs, you're in the right spot also. Next week, I'm going to touch on a lot of different NFT games that I had lined up for this broadcast, but my whole world changed 2 days ago, or so. I didn't sleep for 2 days because of the Midnight Society, and I've been there for 4 months since December when it started, and the ARG, which is an alternate reality game, took place in the Discord. So let me see if I can. Not that's. I don't know if they did. Did they focus on? Yeah, they did. Okay. So back back in January 1st, New Year's of this year, a ARG was started at the Midnight Society Discord, and we as variants, those were the people that were in the Discord playing the game. We had to figure out, based on pathing and based on a Discord app. It's a JavaScript based little game app where you make choices and different outcomes, different loot comes up. And so we played that game every night at midnight Pacific time. So for somebody like me, I'm on the East Coast. It was 3 a.m. every it wasn't every Saturday night or every Friday night, but there were quite a few nights there where I didn't sleep. And so for the last 3 months or so, every week or every other week or so, we had to come in and spend hours of our time building spreadsheets to help the claws make it through all of the sectors to extract from the objective. And it gave us just a little tiny peek into some of the art, some of the early prototyping processes that are going on in the development of this game. And we did not expect, well, some of us didn't expect, most of us didn't expect. I would say, if not only a few of us thought, well, maybe, just maybe, Midnight Society is making an NFT. And there's different sentiments amongst the community about NFTs. And I wanted to spend today to inform both the community at Midnight Society, those that are interested in what's going on over there. And here's the team. Those that are interested in what's going on over there, but don't really know how this NFT stuff works, you're in the right place. I'm going to explain it today for you. So do not go anywhere. I'm going to completely explain what's going on over at Midnight Society step by step, and we're also going to discuss NFTs a little bit and what they have as far as value in both a video game studio, video game community, and what that does for the players, for the gamers. Because it truly is a privilege to be part of the early access to this project. So after the ARG was completed, we all got access to the first 500 that completed the ARG got access to an access pass. And the access pass is what you would get. It's a day zero cloud collectible at this point, which is an NFT, but it's your access pass to get into the Midnight Society. And you have to apply for exclusive founders access because there's only going to be 10,000 chosen. You have 6 days, 15 hours, and 24 minutes and 40 seconds exactly to apply to get founders access for this game. Approved accounts will be able to purchase the founders pass for $50 US. $50. Do you feel comfortable spending $50 to have early access to a game that those AAA developers that I just showed you are doing? Yes. If your answer is no, then you're in the wrong place. Then you don't know what's going on, and in 2 years from now, you're gonna kick yourself, asking yourself why I didn't spend $50 to apply as a founder of the coolest game that changed all of video games forever. And why am I saying that? Oh my gosh, he sounds like I worship the thing or I'm working for them. I am not working for Midnight Society Studio currently. I do not give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So, if I tell you something that has to do with crypto, do your own research. I am not going to be held responsible for you making a dumb decision in crypto based on the fact that I thought it was cool or I said, hey, you might want to look into this or whatever. Okay. I'm not telling you to buy into anything. But I do see, in my opinion, the value of being a part of this. I see the value, and I also think that it's a privilege. So, biggest question out there, what is a founder's pass? And there's only going to be 10,000 founders passes. 10,000 founders passes ever. So these founders access holders represent the most dedicated of your day zero community. Those first 500 that went through the ARG, that went all the way through, and there's a lot to it. Every time you die in the ARG, you lose all of your loot. Every last bit of it, and you have to start over from scratch. Hours worth of figuring out paths. Hundreds of people involved in the in the creation of the spreadsheets, which we created in easy mode so that new clause could get verified as variants. If you are interested, you are a pre-variant over at the Midnight Society Discord, then by all means finish the ARG. Go through the the Claw Combat Protocol. And if you have any trouble with that, this community is so supportive. You go get in the Discord, get in the voice chat, get in the conspiracy clues channel. That channel will give you clues on how to complete the ARG. If you go to the pinned messages in that channel, there's a secret in there. Actually, there's a Google Doc that will show you how to get through the entire ARG with an easy mode. And you guys can thank us later, but that will allow you to say, I completed the ARG on your application, which means something. Okay? You are filling out an application, and if you want to call it a whitelist, call it a whitelist. But to get on this whitelist, you have to do a little bit of work. If you want to get more XP, make sure that when you fill out your application, you put in all the social links. We'll get to that here in a minute. Again, thank you for stopping in. If you want to support the stream, by all means do. But if you're here on a video, please like and subscribe on the video so that I can kick out more of these videos about Midnight Society. If you're interested in Midnight Society, drop me a follow, say something in the comments and say, hey, I don't know what's going on in there. Can you help me out? Or get on my Discord. It is gamersoutpost.io. It'll take you right into our Discord. Wave at us in the role request, and we'll get you in there as a regular member. So free Discord. Nobody has to pay to be a regular in the Gamers Outpost Discord. But let's get into this Midnight Society. We went over that there's only going to be 10,000 of them ever, right? Founders Early Access Pass holders gain early access builds to play tests in the game. Early access to industry guilds when they open. Voting rights in dev roundtables. Invites to in-person community events. Exclusive merchandise drops with founders-only designs. And finally, a one-of-a-kind Visor Cortex design as part of your unique variant. What is early access to industry guilds? And I'm very interested in this because if you guys know me, I own Hard Corporation, the Highly Advanced Research and Development Corporation, which is the first private membership-owned video game development corporation, I guess. I screwed it all up. I don't know. We started as a guild, and then we incorporated our guild. And so why not? Why not make it legal? Why not make it all legal? So this is a AAA video game studio making a legit doxed NFT that gives you access to the game and ownership of your content. Ownership of your content. Don't forget that. But the Founders Access Pass holders get early access and first right of refusal in becoming the eyes, which is the industry guilds, the eyes of the project. What are we going to build? What kind of skin? What kind of weapon skin are we going to make? What kind of map are we going to make? We're going to have our guild tag on there. All of you gaming guilds out there, what are you going to make? I mean, you make a website, you make a guild, you make your forums, you make everything that you make for your guild, but do you make content in AAA games? No, you don't do that. No, but you could. But then again, you'd have to have a founder's access pass to Midnight Society in order to do that for the first time ever. How many applications will be approved for founder's access? Only 10,000. Only. No more. No less. None of that. Approval is based on a detailed scoring system. You must score high, which helps us identify our most dedicated long-term community members, not NFT bots, not speculative traders, not people who are going to flip, not paper hands, diamond fucking hands holding their own ownership of their own stuff in a AAA video game. Community members who are active members of the gaming community in various ways, as a player, as an athlete, as a developer, and or as a content creator. Gamers Outpost was built around this. Thank you for all of our members and for being here. I will let you know that Midnight Society, all Midnight Society NFT holders have a very special place at Gamers Outpost. They are not just VIPs. They are privileged in every way possible with Gamers Outpost and will be whitelisted for Gamers Outpost's NFT that, as many of you members know, will be coming in the next year. So we don't want to miss that, do we? So, will I get a PFP if I get approved for a Founder's Pass? Yes, you will. That's exactly what you'll receive. Okay, so if you have a Founder's Pass, you are going to receive a PFP and these PFPs are nothing like you've seen before, guys. Okay, like you can see the art, and this right here, based on these rarities, I'm not going to speculate what it is. If it's a common, an uncommon, a rare, epic, they're all legendary to me. Of course, there's going to be some mythics out there, right? There's going to be some super rare out there. There's going to be some, it's legendary type rarity, one of ones. All the developers, of course, on this project are going to have a one of one, but will there be more one of ones out there? We don't know. We haven't been told yet. But we do know this. We do know that the Founders Access Pass holders unlock an exclusive variant design, which is your unique identity within the Midnight Society. It's a procedurally generated PFP built from a series of attributes which each have their own rarity, right? And users will be able to filter and compare their variant PFP with other Founders Access Pass holders. So you will be able to compare them and filter through them. Well, that sounds like something else to me. More on that soon. How will applications be approved? Applications will be reviewed by Midnight Society with a focus on identifying the claws in our community with a vision for how they'd participate as Founders Pass holders. Clause, get your applications in. If you didn't go through the ARG, no problem. Get on the Discord, get verified, find out how to become a Founders Pass holder by watching this stream or replaying this video. I'm going over everything on how to do it, guys, okay? Applicants will be judged on a number of criteria, including but not limited to when you join the Midnight Society community. The date that you join, even if it's today, is important. You are early. If you're hearing this, if you're seeing this video, you are still early. Get over to midnightsociety.com/clause. Get your day zero patch. You still get a day zero patch just for putting in an application. You heard me, right? Like, you still get a day zero patch just for filling out an application. Clause. Get your ass over to midnightsociety.com and fill out an application. Or cry about it in a year. Either way, whatever you want to do. How active have you been in the community? I've been in there every day. Every single day since New Year's of this year, I have spent in that Discord. And let me just tell you, it has enriched my life. It's been a privilege. It's been an honor, a privilege to be a part of the best gaming community of all time. And I'm saying that right now because I know it's true, having been a member of hundreds of gaming communities, and I'm dozens of guilds. I've started guilds in every major MMORPG that you can think of. Star Wars Galaxies. And my shout out to the Bored Ape Yacht Club. I love you guys, gals. Huge fans of MMORPGs. Okay? So if you don't like NFTs because you like video game developers and you like video games, well, same space. Guys, same space. We're all in this together. Let's make good games. Let's own them. Okay. I'll get off my soapbox. I'm getting loud and stuff and starting to yell about this. How active of a gamer or creator or developer you are in general. Are you an active gamer? Are you a creator? Do you just make game content? I think I do. I do game content, right? All the time. All the time. I could spend 3 hours in Elden Ring, right? For instance, that's a game that just came out. How long did you spend making your character in Elden Ring? Huh? How long did I spend? An hour. How long did some of the more popular creators, streamers, 45 minutes, half an hour just to create a character on a video game. It's like this is a time-consuming process where you put emotional value in. You want your character to be awesome. We're active. Gamers are active in their community if they love the game that they're playing. So they love creating things. Why not get rewarded for that? Why not see it in the game? Your insight into how variants should participate in the Midnight Society will also be important. Your ideas are important to this project. And during the approval process for applications, priorities given to active Day Zero members. Those of you who dropped into the Midnight Society on December 14th and then were invited to the ARG and did a lot of work for a long time, for so many hours, with so many people. And never before in my life have I ever been in a community where you can be in a Discord room with 70 people and one person will be talking and everybody else will be silent. I've never in my life had that happen. It happens in there. The community cares about each other. They care about the project and they care about the development team. So it's good to be a part of this. How do you obtain a founder's pass? If your application is approved, you're going to be notified in an email. Okay, and you'll have 48 hours to mint your founder's access pass, which means you are going to have to set up a MetaMask account. And this is going to hold a wallet for Midnight Society. Okay, it's just a wallet so that they have somewhere to put your loot. To put your where are they going to put your where are they going to put your Founders Access Pass? So you will have to sign up for a crypto wallet on MetaMask. It's the easiest way. I can Coinbase wallets are another option. However, I'm just going to recommend that everybody set up a MetaMask wallet. It's I use MetaMask wallets. I use Phantom wallets. Those are basically the only two web wallet burner wallets that I use. And I can go over what all those terms mean also. Just stick around on this broadcast, and I'll help you guys out. We still got another half hour, 45 minutes left. Follow the link provided in your approval email to purchase your Founders Access Pass via your credit card or an approved crypto. The Founders Access Pass will retail for $50 or 0.019 Ethereum and only available to the first 10,000 approved applicants. Now, if you are an NFT person and you're thinking that you're going to go in and buy up all of these Founders Access Passes, that's not how this works. This is not an NFT project where they're trying to market the NFT to make money on the NFT PFP itself. Not at all. As a matter of fact, this is one of those refreshing, actually legit projects that are applying blockchain via a PFP that will be held in your wallet that they have on blockchain. It's actually on Polygon Matic blockchain. But you buy in via MetaMask with $50 of Ethereum. Okay, guys, and it'll convert it for you. Hey, thanks for the follow. Variants who own Founders Access may trade their collection in the open marketplace on OpenSea, Rarible, etc., and may be purchased by anyone. Otherwise, you will need to wait for future collections. So what does that mean, guys? What happens if your application isn't approved? You wanted to be one of those 10,000, but your application didn't get approved. Well, chances are you're either not a gamer and you're an NFT person that just signed up and don't understand what they're actually doing here, which is making a video game, which is making the best video game of all time. We're not flipping NFTs here. That's not what we're doing, and that's not what's happening in this project. So pay attention. Variants who own Founders Access may trade their collection. There will only be 10,000 ever. So you have access to a game. And how does that work? If let's say a founder has the Founders Access Pass and he sells it on a secondary market on OpenSea, he also sells his access. Any progress that he made. It's no different than selling your any other NFT on OpenSea. You lose access, you lose exclusivity in some cases, you lose all of the utility of that NFT because you are no longer an owner. You're no longer part of that community. Even if you spend a lot of time in that community, the moment that you relinquish your access pass, you are relinquishing your access. Okay, so it's not hard to understand. But it has been a question amongst the community. If I sell my access pass because, it's worth money and I sell it on OpenSea, do I lose access to the community? Yes. The answer is yes. You will not be able to go into the Discord community in some rooms. Of course, you'll still have, the same access you would have in any free-to-play game. You're free to play it. So I hopefully that answered that question off the get go. Will Founders Passes be sold on open marketplaces? Yes, we already answered that, but primary sales of Founders Passes will be on MidnightSociety.com. Okay, which means that is where you are going to go to. That will be your marketplace for Midnight Society projects loot. This project, the project that we're on right now, is the Project Moon code name. We are going to the moon with this project. There's no doubt. But what I want to focus on is that this is 100% doxed. This is 100% development team for a AAA video game development team. Do your own research, but look into the former projects, the games that these developers have worked on, and you will know who you're dealing with. Call of Duty, Activision, former Activision, actually, I'm going to screw it up if I don't just tell you who the hell's involved, right? You guys saw who was involved, but let me introduce Robert Bowling to you. Midnight Society is a new kind of AAA game studio and publishing model for over a decade in the making. We turn the tables upside down by including our Day Zero community, a 120,000 member strong group of professional gamers much earlier in the development process. Early. So early. Midnight Society was founded by mega gaming star, former Call of Duty developer Guy Beam, Call of Duty legend Robert Bowling, also known as 402, game designer Quinn Del Hoyo. He worked on Gears of War and Halo. And art director Darren Bacon. His credits include Destiny and Halo. This revolutionary project is backed by serial gaming and esports entrepreneur Sumit Gupta. And if you guys don't know who these people are, if you are in the video game development world and you don't know who they are, shame on you. If you are in the NFT space and you don't know who they are, that's okay. You will. They didn't get their start in NFT gaming. They didn't get their start in making flipping and selling art online. Although video games are art in and of themselves, this is a complex project, one of the most ambitious projects I've ever seen in video gaming. And there's the SageOfZed right there. In case you missed it, I've been here for a little while. And here's an example also of the art for the PFPs right here, guys. Different weapons. It's got an RPG on his back. Different visor cortexes. This one is really elaborate. You notice that it's got these what looks like Gundam wings antennas on the side. There's a gun on the back. This looks like it might be a female. I think it's pretty slender, so I'm gonna guess it is a female. Either it could be Angel Thanatos. I'm not sure. We don't know who all the one of ones are just yet. Haven't been released. Yesterday Doc showed his, but anyway, get on MidnightSociety.com if you don't know what this is all about. I'm not going to read all this off to you. You guys can read, I hope. Click on About and look at the intercept messages. Read these, right? Read them. Okay, I will. All part of the process, guys. All part of the process, right? You enter the Midnight Society as a member of the Claws, combatants in the games produced within the society. Games? Games. There's more than one. However, there are more ways to get involved in the Midnight Society beyond just enjoying our games. Again, more than one. Our founding mission when forming Midnight Society was to create new ways for our community to involve themselves in meaningful ways within the development process, which means getting in early in that alpha, in that beta. What if you could sit down at a round table with the development team and say, no, that feature sucks. Don't put it in the game because I'm not buying it if you do. Or yes, put it in the game. I will give you $1 million if you put that in the game. Please do. Our founding mission when forming Midnight Society was to create new ways for our community to involve themselves in meaningful ways within the development process. Why did I read that again? Because we want to find meaningful ways within the development process to create a better game with the gamer in mind. We call this exclusive echelon of clause the variants. If you are a variant in the Midnight Society, what does that mean? It means you're elite. It means you're great. It means you're creating something in the video game industry that has never been created before. It means that you are, with the developer's vision, creating the ultimate video game experience from day zero. As we focus on building the best new PvP multiplayer first-person shooter, we're looking to leverage the collective strength of our Day Zero community to go hands-on during crucial early development milestones of the project. This means building an infrastructure that allows the active participants of our community to experience environments, weapons, movement, and other core tenets of gameplay at a stage where their feedback, input, and guidance can be incorporated into the game. In order to facilitate that, we're releasing a series of access passes which grant the holders exclusive access to early builds of the game, private Discord channels, and the ability to not only play but vote on key design decisions that will shape the future development of the game in both micro and macro ways. Think reload speeds, recoil balancing, time to kill tweaks. Think diamond hand gauntlets that beat the crap out of all of the FUD coming this way. I know it's coming. Don't be a fudder. Don't be a mutter fudder. And macro ways. What are macro ways? That sounds big and important. Like maps, modes. What's meta? Imagine having a gun that you designed. You know what the meta loadout is, because you know the game. So you sold your loadout? You marketed your loadout to all your buddies? Now all of your buddies are using your gun. How many kills does that gun have? I don't know. But I want to find out. SageOfZed wants to find out, because SageOfZed wants to be in this game. The first series of access passes, known as Founders Passes, is a limited group of 10,000 community members. No more, no less, all with a voice. Your voice in the game. Anyone who holds an access pass becomes known as a variant. If you've been awarded an access pass or you're able to purchase one, if you can find them, maybe you can hire Hardcorp. You unlock permanent utility within the Midnight Society for as long as you hold an access pass. What is early access? We'll download early game builds long before the game is playable in the traditional sense. Long before. We're talking like alpha early access maybe. Whether it's dropping in the tests into test the latest weapon added to the firing range, or testing out cover points and hot spots in a new map. Like, how come everybody dies on that corner, man? Why the fuck don't they change that? Like, every time I go into that fucking sector, I'm always dying on that corner. That's the one. You should change that. And then you just go in, you go into the Discord, and you go, hey, guys, variants, shit. We fucked up. That corner sucks. Change it. Drizzle the sauce on that corner. Change that corner up. So you have voting rights? Woo. Equal opportunity. Equal opportunity? Equal voice? Wait. We don't judge you? No. As a seat at a table, it's round. When key design decisions and feature prioritization is brought up to the community, cast a vote that will keep. I can't read today. That will help guide the direction and focus of development and ultimately shape the early playable state of the game. Unique visor cortex design. You guys look at this visor cortex, man. Look at this thing. Pixelated visor cortex. Well, it's not. I mean, I wouldn't say pixelated. It's like pixelated under there, you know. High res polys. Like, look at this design, guys. I haven't seen a PFP like it's got weather. I mean, that rain is 3D. It looks. Every one of these looks completely hand drawn. It's got that hand-drawn effect, you know what I mean? But it doesn't have, but it's not super cell-shaded. It's not super cell-shaded out, so you can tell that, like, the artist is actually talented. And he's not trying to hide his textures. He's not trying to hide anything. The little details, just the sword, the little detail on the spikes, on the shoulder panel here. Guys, I mean, and I'm just going to assume that this here with the blue is like a rare, you know, with a bat. It got a couple weapons, got multiple weapons there. It might be like a MP5 or a small SMG or something back there. And I don't know if they're going to be like, you know, the weapons that you're used to. Really well developed weapons. And weapons that the community can make. I mean, that just blows my mind already. So, a little bit more, guys, and then we're going to get into the just a little bit more into the NFT process, and then we'll close it out. I hope I've been informative for everybody. If you do like the information that I'm putting out, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, follow us on the Twitch, and we'll have another one of these, of course, next Wednesday at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Time. But I wanted to make sure that I read all this off, guys, because this is how all this works at the Midnight Society, and so I want to make sure that it's all explained. That way, I can go back and say, "Hey, look at episode 1." If you don't know what we're talking about. Variants may sell their access pass along with their attached Visor Cortex ID to relinquish their utility within the Midnight Society, or trade Visor Cortex IDs with other access pass holders without losing their variant perks. So what does that mean? That means that you will be able to trade your Visor Cortex IDs. If you have one and you saw that your buddy has one that you like better, maybe it looks more your aesthetic or the style that you want. Maybe it's a rarity thing for you and you just want one that's more rare. You can trade within the community and not lose your variant perks. Understand that You can trade within the community and not lose and not lose your access as long as you stay in the community and you hold one of the access passes. One of the 10,000 access passes will always get you access. Okay, but you can't hold two. You can only hold one. You can't buy up this project. That's not the point. That's not the process. That's why I'm explaining this. This is not your everyday NFT project. This is not your everyday AAA game project. They're together. This is unprecedented shit, people. Anyway, Midnight Society guest list is suit up and join us at Midnight Society exclusive events. Hopefully at large pads in Malibu. Anyway, major gaming conventions or meetups. I'll just tell you right now, if you're in Austin, Texas, or you're in Orlando, Florida, maybe even Detroit, Michigan, if you're in one of those three cities, we're going to be planning some events. I'm planning events in those cities for Gamers Outpost, so Midnight Society is always welcome. Access Pass holders are whitelisted for all in-person and digital events automatically. All in-person and digital events automatically, including all Gamers Outpost events. And if you don't know what Gamers Outpost is going to be, think live action AR gaming theme parks and gaming franchises? What? Exclusive gear drops while your Visor Cortex identifies you as a variant within the Midnight Society. Access Pass holders will have access to exclusive merchandise drops only to holders. That's you. Which will allow them to identify other variants while traveling outside the Midnight Society. Where are the variants at? I know where you are. You're wearing my hoodie. At a future date, other subsection of the clause in the Midnight Society will have the opportunity to join the Eyes, the industry that runs the Midnight Society. The Eyes form guilds that run all the in-universe manufacturing of weapons, mercenaries, and cosmetics used by the clause in the Midnight Society. Access Pass holders get early access and first right of refusal in becoming the Eyes. Do you want to be a video game developer, but you just haven't been on a project? Do you know how to create video game content? Hey man, maybe you know Maya, maybe you know Blender, maybe you know 3D Studio Max, maybe you know Unreal Engine, maybe you know Unity. If you know how to use all those development tools, and you're a gamer, you might want to look into this. You might want to look into getting early access to an industry pass, which is going to allow you to put your creative content in this game. That's just something that you might want to take a good hard look at. The Eyes will share in the future economy generated from guild work. Work being the key word in that sentence. And the games released by Midnight Society and their partners. Do you want to develop video games, but you haven't been able to get hired, but you think that you're a badass at content? Get in there. You will be rewarded. This is very important. This is very important that all variants pay attention to this, and maybe I'll just highlight this as part of the as part of the broadcast, so that everybody can kind of follow along with what I'm saying here, especially this part. whoops. Uh, uh, the community focused vetting process is going to be very important for everybody to understand. Um, let me see. Is the hold on, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties. Give me 1 second. All right, I should be coming back online here, guys. Sorry about that. I had some trouble. Um, Hopefully, you guys can see my screen now. Let me check with the team gallery. How's it looking? If you guys can't see the screen, I'm gonna. All right, I am officially back, and it's working, and I have bandwidth. And all right, There we go. I was losing frames. I was losing audio. I was losing everything, guys. So hopefully we're back in good shape now, and you guys can read about what can at least see what I'm doing. Here, let me turn the music back down. And I'm gonna highlight the video for everybody so that when you go back on YouTube, you'll be able to see what's going on. The reason I'm having trouble, I don't know. Even my stereo just went out. I don't know if did we have like a solar flare? Anybody know? I don't know. It was really weird. Like my stereo was acting up. It turned off and on. My audio was acting up, and my bandwidth went out. And so anyway, I apologize for that, everyone. Weird. But that's the live streaming life, ain't it? Like, you just deal with some technical difficulties. We got that sorted out, and I'm back. Let me turn this music off. There we go. And yeah, that's where I found it, right here, guys. Copyright free, badass. Some 2 hours of dark cyberpunk EBM industrial. The guy who does it, his name is Aimed Ahead. That's a band, and they do dark wave, synth wave. I'm an IT person, so I like just sitting there listening to dark wave and synth wave while I'm either coding or messing with some kind of a program or an app. I just like listening to that genre of music. So anyway. If you're new to the stream, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow earlier, Halagaz. Appreciate it, buddy. And welcome to the Discord also. I'm gonna have a live event every time we broadcast. I'll have a live event. You guys can come in and listen to the broadcast while I'm broadcasting. Can't say anything or interact with me in that space, but you can listen to what's going on. So, without further ado, let's get back to what we were doing. Get back to the Midnight Society and how all this works. I touched on the community-focused vetting process a little bit, but let's do this a little more in depth here. When you transition from a claw to a variant is like a rite of passage. Okay? But it isn't a right, it's a privilege. And while access passes grant you some incredible benefits, it comes with important responsibilities and ownership, like I was explaining earlier. Prior to the launch of the access passes, we will be opening an application process focused on identifying the claws in our community with a vision for how they'd participate as an access pass holder. The games they believe are doing it right, and the direction they'd like to see us going with our new title. Oh, okay. I read that horribly. Totally almost out of context. The games they believe in are doing it right, and the direction they'd like to see us going with our new title. I would reword that, Robert. But anyway, applicants will be judged on a number of criteria, including but not limited to, when you join the Midnight Society community, we went over that, how active you are, how active of a gamer you are, and your vision for what makes a good PvP shooter is important. Okay? During the approval process for applications, priority will be given to active Day Zero members, those of you who dropped in the Midnight Society on December 14th. Get your application in there, you guys that were here early. Okay? Over the course of the last 2 months, we've been running a secret mission, which began on New Year's Eve and allowed the most locked-in claws within our community to verify as pre-variants over the course of a 5-week campaign, deciphering clues, hacking into consoles, unlocking sectors, and running missions. Many of these verified pre-variants who showed initiative and teamwork to complete the secret Claw Combat Protocol training simulation will be awarded a Founders Access Pass for free. That is one of the 500 out of 10,000. The first 500 actually were, and actually I don't know if it was the first 500 because the first 500 pre-variants weren't necessarily the first 500 that got airdropped. It was the ones that got through the ARG first, and in that order. So if you go onto the Discord, complete the ARG. It helps, and state that on your application. I completed the ARG. Do it. Each one of these applications is being hand looked at. The 10,000 applications. Well, there's got to be 50,000 applications at this point. I don't know. I don't know how many there are. I don't quote me on how many applications have been filled out, but now that everybody knows that the application is actually part of a development process, early access for 10,000 people and only 10,000 people, the list is going to be filled up real quick. So if you are here and you see this video, you are early, but you are not that early. You are amongst a very large group getting to a place early. And that place is going to be jam-packed with people who want to take part and want to do cool stuff like make content in a video game that is going to be out of this world. Trading access passes, again, we kind of went over this. They're released in a limited series using environment-friendly NFT technology. What does that mean? Let me tell you something. These NFTs are on Polygon Matic for transactions. The reason for that is that just to give you this airdrop is the equivalent of sending 2.5, 2.5 whole, huge, massive, carbon-producing emails. So if you send out an email newsletter from your content streaming page and you send out 2 emails, you are contributing the same carbon footprint as the NFT technology of this airdrop. Don't stress. It's not an environment unfriendly process. And each with a unique theme. They will be sold for a fixed, affordable base price to approved applicants. $50. 0.019 Ethereum, roughly. It changes, obviously. Like even gas prices right now are $64. Gas is $64. The Founders Access Pass is $50. If you don't know what gas is, it's the price that you have to pay for every transaction on the Ethereum blockchain. Which means if you buy an Ethereum NFT, it doesn't matter what it is, you're going to spend a gas fee right now anywhere between, I would say, what is a quarter of 64? Even with the best smart contract on an Ethereum NFT, which is, I think, what, the 721 alphas are a really good smart contract right now, and they'll get your price down a little bit cheaper for a mint for gas price. But you're looking at $30 minimum, $14 to $30 minimum. That's the minimum gas fee, or you might end up paying the maximum gas fee, which is $64 right now. That's not going to happen with this project. There are no gas fees with this project like that. It's based on connecting your MetaMask to a Polygon Matic Ethereum. You can pay in Ethereum the $50, 0.019, but through your MetaMask account. Okay. But basically what you're setting up is a Midnight Society wallet on blockchain, and that is your Founders Access Pass token and wallet. Okay, your day zero access pass token will be in that wallet, and it's held on the Midnight Society's marketplace. Okay, so if you're thinking about using secondary marketplaces like OpenSea or Rarible, or if you're on the Solana blockchain, I do highly recommend that you check out the Fractal.is marketplace. I am a Fractal holder. There are at least 7 projects on the Fractal.is marketplace that I am a member partner of. Just to name a few, there's Tiny Colony, Metawana, Necoverse, Yaku Corp, Fractal itself, Kaizen Corps, which is it's like a tabletop, it's like a hex-based tabletop strategy, like a real-time strategy type game. Really cool. So check that out, guys. Really low entry point too. Like if you're looking for a NFT game with a really low entry point, give Kaizen Corps a shot. They're really cool. And I'll highlight those next week maybe. Okay, guys? Actually, look how easy I can do that. We have the internet. Here they are. See? Massive online collaborative strategy experience. It's a strategy, but it's massive. Online, multiplayer. Look at these. Right? These have different attributes, not that many. 6. Okay, we got 6 attributes, but you don't need that many. You don't need that many for a base character for a strategy hex-based game, right? That's the map. Of course, the objects are 3D. But yeah. Anyway, back to Midnight Society, right? Because that's what we're focused on today. Building for the future, guys. That's what this is all about. There are 2 core facts we want to make clear to all of our audience, and I'm gonna highlight this. I want you guys to all read this. If you have the chance, you gotta read this as a variant. I think this is so important that you read how all this works, but especially this part. This is the focus of my stream is building for the future and what it means to be a pre-variant in the Midnight Society. And this is really what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's this right here. There are 2 core facts we want to make clear, including those who embrace decentralization, me, everyone at the Midnight Outpost broadcast, everybody at the Gamers Outpost understands these things. Everybody at Hardcore, shout out to Hard Corporation. We built one of the first tokenized website guild communities based on Engine Coin. Engine is a partner of Hardcore. They helped build our website, so I'm not gonna shill all that right now. This is more about Midnight Society and more about the Crypto Outpost broadcast, which is what you're listening to right now or watching right now. So those who embrace decentralization and those who want absolutely nothing to do with it, if you want to be a part of this, you can be a part of this. You do not have to embrace decentralization. You don't have to like NFTs. You don't have to like the way that industry is going or what the way the crypto industry is going. You don't have to like that. You only have to want to play and take part in and build the best video game that you want to play as a gamer. The best first-person shooter, the best battle royale first-person shooter. And there may be different modes. It might not just be battle royale mode. There could be multiplayer modes. There could be capture the flag modes. There could be there your imagination might lead to different modes. This is the first time in video gaming ever that you've been able to have such an intimate relationship with the development team. And what that means is that at no point will you be limited from playing or enjoying our game because you choose one path or the other. If you want to have a completely centralized account, play the game, unlock items tied to your account with which you use and enjoy as you normally would, that's completely fine. Traditional gaming is not gone with this project. If you want to have a decentralized account where you are the custodian of everything and you own and you're able to sell them outside of the Midnight Society on the open market, you're free to do that. You have the freedom to make rewards come to you based on your work in a video game, which means more of that game's content potentially. The open market means the Midnight Society market also. Now, here is where it gets really interesting. What if you're a user who has no understanding or interest in decentralization and you choose to have a traditional centralized account, and over the course of the next several years you unlock hundreds of items that you've enjoyed in the game, but the time comes that you want to recoup your investment and sell some of your stuff? Well, because we track all entitlements of the centralized account, we can easily transfer ownership of all of your items to you, and you're free to sell them in or outside the Midnight Society ecosystem. So let's say you just played the game. You don't care about the NFTs. Let's say that you took a big part in the ARG and you don't care about NFTs. You're going to follow the project. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for following the project. All of those entitlements can easily be transferred. You're free to sell them in or outside of the Midnight Society ecosystem at any point that you choose that you want to do that. So you don't necessarily have to get involved now, unless you want to be one of the 10,000 that takes part in the governance, the active governance, and the early access to behind the scenes, the exclusive events. You won't have access to that if you don't have access to the NFT or the decentralized account, we'll call it, because that's what the Midnight Society is calling it. There's a decentralized account and a centralized account essentially, and that's exactly what they are. So you can either they're going to track all your entitlements anyway. And the moment that you want to connect to crypto and connect to the blockchain, then you'll be able to take those entitlements and do something with them. Don't feel left out if you're not taking part, but make sure that you understand that you could take a greater part by having an early access founders access pass right now. The most important aspect of adapting to new technologies and approaches is to leave the choice in the hands of the player. That is the mentality at Midnight Outpost, guys. That is something that, as someone who has tried to build free to play and play to earn, in my game design document from 2010 was when I had the idea for free to play and play to earn. Um, and I'll show you guys that game, part of that game design document here in the near future. But it's dated at 2010 and published. So unfortunately, guys, I wasn't able to build up enough hype behind a free-to-play project and a project where you could earn money by playing the video game because no AAA publisher wanted to hear it. And they know who they are. All of you executives at all of those AAA game studios that I've approached over the years, over the last 10 to 12 years, you know who you are. I told you, if you're not going to do it, would you care if somebody else did it? I said, no, do it. But did you? No, you didn't. You didn't do it. You didn't make the game. You didn't make the game I wanted to play. You didn't make the game where I can put my avatar in it and own it and make money playing a video game. Like, well, you can stream online and you can get donations and you can build a team and then you can build your own game. Oh, yeah? How many streamers out there, how many creators out there you see making their own video game? How many? So, Midnight Society's doing it. And I'm involved because I feel for this project. I have a heart for this project. I'm a lifelong gamer, and I want to see this project happen. It's long overdue. And so I feel more than privileged to be a part of the greatest video game project ever. And I don't think I'm exaggerating. I'm not at all. What we believe in is that in the next several years, games will become more and more decentralized, and the walls between publishers and developers will become gates, not barriers. It is gated, but you're not left in the dark. You're not left in the land of Nod. You're not left on the other side of the wall. We want to make sure that our users are prepared to take advantage of that future by building it for today. However, that can be done in a measured and responsible way that's focused on utility, not profit. Understand that this is going to be a huge project made for the gamers, by the gamers, and the community. The application process goes live yesterday, boys and girls, yesterday, and will be accepted for 1 week, depending on volume. The highest priority is given to pre-variants who beat the final sector of the Midnight Protocol campaign, followed by all other pre-verified pre-variants from the Day Zero community, and then finally all other Day Zero community members. Once the application process has concluded, all approved applicants will be sent instructions on how to claim, if awarded, or purchase their Founders Access Pass. Founders Access Pass holders can then mint their Visor Cortex and access the exclusive channels in the Midnight Society. Let's get started. And let's get started right now, everyone. We'll click on that. This is the variants page. All variants should have seen this. It will tell you your past benefits. One-of-a-kind Midnight Society call sign. And Visor Cortex that you own. One-of-a-kind Midnight Society call sign and Visor Cortex that you own. I don't know what we're going to get. I want to get something cool. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, please. 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 Hashtag. Early access to game builds and weapons tests. Actually, I think I like hashtag S0Z if any of the devs are watching. Voting rights on game features. Yeah. Exclusive access to studio events. First dibs on merchandise and future Visor Cortex drops. Early access to industry guilds via the eyes. And Hard Corporation. I'm just letting you know, we'll be applying to be a industry guild at the Midnight Society. If you are a former Hard Corporation member, I encourage you to get onto the Midnight Society website, become a variant. Do this. There are already 2 hardcore members in the Midnight Society. Shout outs to Kudos and Wolf for joining the team early. I'm not going to go back through all of this. What I'm actually going to do to close out the stream today, I'm going to pull that cool ass music back on for one thing. We're going to do that right now. It's going through an ad, so I'm not gonna torture you with an ad. Thanks, YouTube, though. You know, it's all good. It's all good. You know. Ooh, flashing lights. Other things could happen. Oh, this is a different mix. Same guys. Cyberpunk, dark techno stuff. There you go. Anyway. What was I going to... Oh, that's right. I am so sorry. There is an AMA today, guys. There's an AMA in the Midnight Society. That event is the Day Zero developer AMA, focused around the Founder Access Pass and the Claw collectible patch. Currently, there are 584 people in the Discord that are going to show up for that event. Get into the Midnight Society Discord. Click on the link. Get in the Midnight Society Discord. All right, guys. You go to home. Right here. There's the button. There's the big button, guys. So get on there. Get on that link. Once you get over to the Discord, there's some things that you got to do. Okay? You're going to have to verify as a claw. If you have any trouble when you get in there, there are so many people in the Midnight Society Discord that are helpful. They're all in the voice. There's a bunch of guys in the voice chat right now. Don't be bashful. Jump in the voice chat. Talk to some people. Get to know some people. Have a good time. It's a great community. I just like spending time in there talking to people and having a great time. You could spend hours in there listening to me talk about the same kind of thing that I'm talking about right now. All right. If you're on YouTube, 43 minutes ago, the co-founder of Midnight Society went online, so check that out if you have a chance. If you're on Twitch, well, turn your Twitch off. Sorry, but you can't watch him on Twitch. And you can't watch me on Twitch after I turn this off here in a couple minutes. So go over to YouTube and check out. Go over to the YouTubes. Check out what's going on over there. I'm going to turn that off. I'm sorry. But go over to YouTube's. Check out our site. And check out Dr. D over there if you can. And then if you're in the Discord right now and you're watching this, stay in the Discord, stay in the voice chat. I'm going to come over there in the next 8 minutes. And until the next crypto outpost, I want to say don't be a noob. Be a crypto sage. Join the Gamers Outpost at gamersoutpost.io. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.